Are you in need of an exemplary risk register that you can use and leverage on any project you ever need to manage, whether right now or going forward? A risk register just like this. Well, in today's video, I am going to be showing you how to create this very risk register in under 60 seconds. But before I walk you through the full process, I do just want to quickly mention that I have made this template and the AI prompt we are going to be using to create it available for instant download. So there will be a link in the description for that. It will cost, but it will be less than the price of a cup of coffee. And it also helps to support this channel, so it would be appreciated, and it should save you a little bit of time as well. Nevertheless, here is exactly how we can build this. So I'm sharing with you the prompt now that we're going to be using. I'm going to copy and paste this for now, but I'll walk you through it in the AI tool of choice. So I'm going to open our AI tool now, and surprise, surprise, it's ChatGPT. So you can use other AI tools for this process, but ChatGPT works particularly well. And I'm also going to be showing you how to do this for free. So I'm in my free account here. Bear in mind, if you are on the Plus plan, it does make sense to use one of the latest models. Always use the best that you can. But what I'm sharing with you right now is just obviously the free model. So anyone can do this, regardless of who's watching and where you are. So what I did there was I copied that prompt. I've pressed Control V and I've basically copied it in. And I'm going to walk you through this prompt and then we're going to see it in action. So the first thing we need to do is prime the tool to understand who we are and what we need. So act as a project management professional with decades of experience in creating insightful project management templates. So that's the persona. That's what the tool needs to act as. Here is the ask. Create me a risk register in tabular format, not as code. It should be well formatted and organized so that I can copy it directly into Microsoft Excel. So that will save us a lot of time. So that's a really important sentence there. I want it to have all the necessary columns, including and in this particular order: risk ID, risk name, description, date identified, status, impact level, probability level, priority level, mitigation notes, additional comments, owner, and any other columns you think would be useful to include. So I've put a scale here because that's going to be important for part of the process I'm going to show you shortly. And I've put it in brackets just to indicate that's what we're looking for in this particular field. I've also put this because it may be that we're missing something, or it could be that the tool can identify something that would help this template. So it's always good to include part of our, this kind of text in our prompt. What I've done at the bottom here, provide 3 example risks, which are generic and high level, and that demonstrate how to populate the register. Make them so that they could apply to any project in any industry. And this just helps us to get a feel for how the template works and how we can, we can mirror these kind of risks should we need to. So first we can see that the tool has understood our request, and now we can see it is populating. What I also like about this prompt is it will give you explanations as to what column, what each column is for, and perhaps what information to include. So as you'll see here, we can see it's understood the request to basically put a number scale on it. So all we need to do now is left click and drag across, Control C. I'm going to head back into Excel. I'm going to go into our how-to, which is a blank sheet. And I'm going to select this paste, and I'm going to select match destination formatting because I want to apply the formatting myself. So at this point, I'm going to put all borders around all of the cells of the table. I'm going to select the entire sheet, and I'm going to change the font to Aptos because that's nice and professional and looks great. It's very easy to read too. I'm going to select all of the headers. I'm going to bold those, and I'm going to put them in a darker grey to differentiate those as headers. What I want to do now, I'm actually going to make these a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do 14. So it again differentiates from the rows. And now what we need to do is I'm going to select all of these and I'm going to put wrap text. Bear in mind it will change, it will look a bit funny to start with. I then want to basically just work through these quickly so that each column has a appropriate kind of width. So I'm literally just, I'm going to select all of these because these are all kind of the same. We want this to be a bit longer. So certain columns you're going to want to be a bit wider. For instance, additional columns. So it looks like, interestingly, we've got 2 new columns here, risk trigger and contingency plan. So these are the ones that the tool identified that we didn't have. So these are useful. I'm going to make that a bit bigger. That makes sense to be bigger. That's okay. Now, another thing we can do is select all of these. We're going to put those as center. So that looks better. So we are pretty much good to go. The only thing we need to do is press insert here, and this is where we could name it. So risk register. You could put for something like for the name of the project. So I've put project alpha in as dummy data, but you could put whatever the project name is here. Make this a bit bigger, and I want to bold it. I'm also going to merge and center this. So that looks great. View, take the grid lines off. Now, the only other thing we need to do, it looks like the priority level has not been populated correctly. So what I'm going to do here is press equals this times by this. And what that essentially does is it gives it a score, okay? So it enables us to sort on what is essentially the highest priority risk. So as an example, what has the most chance of happening, the probability, and what has the highest level of impact. So if it had, the biggest risk to focus on would have the highest impact and the highest probability. So as an example, the scope creep is the biggest risk we need to focus on here. So that's what that's all about. That's why it's that times by that. And here we go. So I can make that a bit smaller, I think. Yep. So that is essentially our risk register that we created in under 60 seconds and are formatted in probably a few minutes more. But hopefully this video is useful. If you want to pick this up, then there'll be a link in the description below for it, or you can just follow along and create this all yourself. Otherwise, best of luck with your risk register, and I hope you have an excellent day.